even seeing like most of my questions are pretty positive, and it gives you guys kind of free rein to say whatever you want, and those are a lot of the questions, the types of questions you're going to get. You know, they're open-ended, so you can kind of say whatever positive thing you want. And believe me, like when we cover you guys, we want to hear good things. We want to see some personality, but we want to hear good things. I'm going to be a little harder on you. Going into it. All right. First question, just say and spell your first and last name.
Colin McGovern, COLIN, MCGOVERN.
And you're the quarterback.
Yes.
And what position do you play?
Quarterback.
Duh. I mean, what year are you?
Oh, I'm a junior.
Now, where are you from, Colin?
I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, first question. I'm going to ask some of the same things. Just how has practice been going, and as you enter your junior season, how much more comfortable are you here? I mean, we're set as a sophomore.
I think definitely every year it gets easier, starts to meet more people, and as the years goes on, you take more of a leadership role. So I think practicing's going great. I mean, everyone's staying after practice, perfecting their craft. There's a new culture around here. We're trying to change things, and we'll see what happens.
Why did you come on board with Stetson from New Jersey?
I mean, my sister played soccer in Miami, so I was always a little jealous of the Florida weather. And then I met with Coach Hughes up in New Jersey, and I thought we clicked, and came down here and looked at everything, and I just loved everything from the coaches, the campus, and teammates.
And New Jersey, I mean, the weather kind of sucks up there too.
Yeah, it's not too good in the winter. It's a little colder, but down here in the summer, you know, it gets a little hot too, so you get a little both.
All right, there's an example of a bad question from a reporter. Nobody should ever ask that. So if you ever come across a question that you don't like, just say, I don't feel comfortable answering that question. It was a horrible question. New Jersey doesn't suck. I mean, the weather doesn't suck. So you don't feel compelled to answer every question that's asked of you either. If there's something that you don't want to answer, just say, you know, it's all right. I'd rather not answer that question. Or you can contradict me too. Let's do some kind of game scenarios, okay? Say you guys are coming off a really tough loss, and you were sacked a couple of times. This is a type of question, a post-game question that you could get as reporters trying to get the ins and outs of the game. You know, this is a really tough loss. You know, the defense really got to you. What was going on with your offensive line?
I mean, when sacks happen, it's never just the offensive line, it's everybody on the offense, so you can't really call one group out. It's on everyone. So throughout the plays, you know, I can get it out faster, the line can block better, the receivers can run better routes, so it's on everyone, so it's not just one.
But how frustrating is it as a quarterback when you're taken down all the time?
I mean, it's frustrating, but it's frustrating for everyone because we just want to move the chains, get the ball in the end zone, so it's not just for me, but for the whole offense.
So that was a really good example. You know, I purposely asked a question for him to place blame on his teammates, and he didn't bite. He said, you know, he incorporated the whole team because everybody knows in football it's not just one guy who loses a game, it's the entire team, and you handled that really well. One of the things that I think is really admirable, although we want to tell the good stories, one of the things that's most admirable about football players when they speak after a loss, it's really difficult. It's a really difficult thing to handle a loss. You guys all know that. But when you stand up in front of us and answer questions about it, that shows integrity. For example, last year, UCF went 0-12. Every Monday, they have a press conference. And they would bring out different players week to week. But after their head coach, George O'Leary, got fired, they brought out the captains every week. So it was like 6 straight weeks of these 3 guys coming and answering questions about a loss. Some of the same type of questions. And they would sit there and answer our questions and be really respectful. And I've never admired anybody as much as I admired those guys. I didn't feel sorry for them because I don't feel sorry for football players because you guys don't want me to feel sorry for you after a loss. But I admired them so much, and that was my takeaway from that season last year. Not the 0-12, but the fact that these 3 guys, 21, 22 years old, went in front of the cameras and represented their school and represented UCF well, even in the hard times. All right, we'll continue. You know, okay. What do you think the potential of Stetson is this year?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it goes every day. We're trying to just do our thing every day, trying to get better every single day. We're not looking too far in the future. As long as we just try to get better every day, look forward to week 1, try to get the first win, because that's what we have to do, and then we'll look to the second team.
What's the chemistry like in this group?
I mean, I think it's really good. I think, obviously, every day we have to try to get better with it, but throughout the years, I feel like it's been getting better and better, and I think we're hanging out off the field a lot more. We're just doing a lot of things, non-football wise, that's really contributing and shows on the field.
One of the things that football players don't often do, unless you're like an NFL wide receiver named Terrell Owens, they don't like to talk about themselves that much, because you guys are humble. You have to work hard. Football makes you humble, but sometimes we want you to talk about yourself. It's not bragging, it's just being honest. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. What do you think your strengths are?
I'm confident in my abilities. I'm confident with the playbook and watching film. I know my job in every play. I'm confident that everybody else is going to do their job. So I feel like with that, I know where to get the ball on time, and I'm going to put it in the right places and just try to move the chains to get the ball in the end zone.
Those are all the questions I have for you. Is there anything you want to add that I didn't miss?
That's it.
All right, you did good.
Thank you very much.
So you did great.